Everybody, we got Ryan McMahon here. Go ahead and start with Patrick Saunders. Go ahead, Pat.
Hey, Ryan Mac.
Hey,
Your impressions of Armand today.
awesome, man. I mean, we've seen from him before when he's going like that. It's really fun to play behind. He's working quick and going right at guys, and usually when he's doing that, not a lot of runs being scored by the other team.
You guys didn't get a ton of hits or a ton of offense today, but you produced when you needed to against a good team, a pretty good pitching staff. Is this the kind of game when you go on the road here that you might have to replicate? In other words, maybe you're not going to get, 12 hits and 7 runs, but you need to get key hits at key times. Is that going to be key for you as you hit the road?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's key on the road. I think it's key at home. I think it's just key in general to a good season. You got to win those games. You can't always outslug the other team. You got to put together good at-bats and make them count and score runs without getting hit. So, I think that's always going to be our goal. Just have good at-bats, play hard baseball, and you saw it today. I mean, you can win games 3-1.
Excellent. Thanks, Ryan Mac. Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, Ren, I don't know if anybody asks you for advice, but you have been around for a while now, and you're obviously, you're playing at an all-star clip. You're very improved over last year. Is there anything that you would say to just a random player on the team about any sort of advice you might give about being patient for those improvements that they'll come? Like, is there anything that you've kind of learned over the last year?
Yeah, the thing I've learned the most, man, is this game is tough. You can feel like you have it figured out. Nolan Arenado, probably the greatest third baseman ever played this game. Charlie Blackmon, Trevor Story. Over 162 games, they're going to have bad games. It's just how quickly can you remake that adjustment and go out there and play well. So, I think that it's a tough game, and I think that would be my biggest advice to young guys is don't get down when you have a bad game. Like, don't let that turn into a big slide or something like that. I feel like that was something that I did, honestly. I keep searching and everything like that instead of just going out there and playing the game.
And then once you've, I don't know if cruising is the right way, but like you're definitely excelling, excelling, whatever it is at this moment. Like, once you get to that point, do you feel then that it like even starts to snowball even more from there? Like, once you that like the confidence just builds on itself over time.
Yeah, I think you just get confidence, from being there, being in different situations. Murphy used to say the best, you go up there, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. Well, first time you do that, you're young, but after you've done it a couple times, you have different, experiences to pull from. So you know what you need to do to be successful.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Tracy.
With the change in the way the roster's changed in the last year, and you've been around now, do you feel like you're assuming more of a leadership role? Do you feel more responsible for helping some of these guys through situations?
I don't know if I feel responsible, but I'm definitely open to helping them if they have questions for me or anything like that. And we've had some good guys before us who kind of taught us the right way to do things or anything like that. Being a guy who has struggled before, and has some success now. I think that I have a good little viewpoint or point of view on some things. So, us being a young team, we have a lot of talent and a lot of guys who can do a lot of really good things. So, I think it's more just a lean on each other kind of mentality.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Owen.
Hey, Ryan. You guys just hit today was the 60-game mark. And of course, last season was a 60-game season. That's closer to a snapshot than a real season. But you guys are 2 games behind, last year's final record. Does it feel like you're a similar quality team to the way the team finished up last year? Or is that deceptive? Do you see something different when you compare where you are after 60 games and where you were last year after 60 games as a team?
I mean, honestly, I don't think you can do that. I think I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. I'm not really thinking that way. 162 games is a lot more than 60. So we'll see where we're at the end of the 162.
Yeah, and I think you all are, I'm sure the numbers show that you're playing better now than you were at the end of the season last year, and obviously better than the season started out. Just looking at, where you are at this point in the season, the team, do you feel like it's on the upswing? Like things are going the right way, getting better?
Yeah, we're definitely trying to make them that way. That's for sure. And we have a lot of guys come here every day ready to work, and there's no shortage of effort here. That's for sure.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll go to Danielle, then finish up with Noah and Dwayne. Go ahead, Danielle.
Hey Ryan, just how are you feeling health-wise after you're out of the lineup for a couple of days?
I feel good. At this point of the season, I don't think there's a lot of people feeling 100% or anything like that. So I feel good. I feel good to get back out there and play the boys. That's for sure.
Those 2 days you were out, were you working out at all, or were you pretty limited just to try and rest up?
I was pretty limited, just kind of hanging out in the training room, hanging out in the clubhouse, kind of talking to the guys. But I was pretty much on the down low.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Noah. Noah, you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah.
To kind of follow up on Danielle, in the your last 18 plate appearances heading into today, you were 2 for 18. Was that because of the groin, or was it more something mechanically, like how you had mentioned a few weeks ago, like your stance was too wide? Was it something like that, or was it partially because of the injury?
No, I mean, I'm never going to use that as an excuse now. Like I said, everybody's banged up at this point of the season, but just going in a little funk. It happens. Heading the off day, I'll probably watch the videos and stuff like that. But it's all about getting your swing off the right way and not missing the pitches that you get to hit. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead and close us out, Dwayne.
Hey, Ryan. I know every game is important and every win is special, but how about today's win? I mean, how big is it considering the fact that you're coming off that big 3-game sweep of Texas, and then you'd lost your first 2 games at home to Oakland, and you knew that down the road you had 6 tough games coming up on the road?
Yeah, obviously feels good to get it going into the off day. Everybody kind of goes into the off day smiling a little bit happier. Shows up to Miami a little bit, feeling a little bit better. So it's a good thing, man, heading into this road series. So and try to ride that wave and get something going on the road.